Welcome to Introduction to Public Health Geographic Information Systems class. Chapter 1, Tutorial 2. In this tutorial we are going to learn about reviewing data source types. There are mainly two S3 file formats that are used in ArcGIS, a shapefile and a geodatabase. Let's have a closer look at them. Go to Start and go to All Programs and open ArcGIS and then click our catalog, and then we are going to open My Computer so we can compare two different types of the S3 file formats. In my case I installed the data on the C drive, but in your case it could be in your D or H drive, so try to find where you installed your CD. And it's folder named S3 Press, GIS, Health, and then go to the data folder. What does a shapefile means? Let's open data files folder first of all. A shapefile map layer has 3 or more files that have the same name but different file extensions, all stored in the same folder. When we look in this folder we can see one shapefile named tracks, and you can see it has around 7 different files and each one has a different extension. If we go back we can see here another common S3 file format, which is geodatabase. What does a file geodatabase mean? A file geodatabase is a folder that has one or more map layers and possibly other kinds of data stored as a future classes, and each one has a .gdb extension, and this is how they are represented at Windows Explorer. Let's now see how shapefile and geodatabase is represented in our catalog. If we click on the word geodatabase, we can see that there are 2 items under it which are called future classes and which are different shapefiles. One of them is representing country and the other one is ocean. You can click on them and you can go to contents, preview, and you can go on description. And if we try to click on the same shapefiles located in Windows Explorer, let's go and click the word geodatabase, we won't be able to find the same future classes named over here. So it's very important actually we use our catalog to follow our data representations and to do the data storing and any kind of data manipulation instead of working on Windows Explorer. Let's have a closer look to a shape file. Click on Data Files folder, and inside of this one we are going to look at the shapefile named tracks. As I mentioned before, a shapefile is composed of different files and each one has a different extension. So in Windows Explorer, if you want to move one shapefile from one location to another location, it's very important to copy all of the files that has the same name. If you miss one of the extension, it means that that shapefile won't be available to be open. To start with, the .shp extension gives information about the geometry and the coordinates of the shapefile. .dbf extension has the future attribute table in the database format. And in addition to that, .sbn and .shx files are giving information about indexing information about the shapefile, which help us to speed up our searches and queries. And also we have the XML document extension, and it gives us information about the metadata, and you can open this file in a web browser to read it. A small correction: in the book it's written that it says let me show it to you. In the book it's written SBX file, but it should be SBN SBN file. It should be SBN file. So please be aware of that small mistake they did in the book. Thank you and see you in the next tutorial.